take you ladies to paradise, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Jimmy, let him know. Yo.
Come with me tonight, and I'll show you paradise. Come with me tonight, and I'll make you feel alright. Tell me what you want, and I will take you there. I'll be what you need, the chemistry is in the air.
You got a bottle, throw it up, you a girl, hold it up, I'm a mile ahead. Y'all better catch up, if you gamble, I'm a safe bet. Always practice safe sex, call me Mr. Friday. Why? I'm always getting checks, I never had nothing, yeah, right, I'm lying. I could write a dope track without even trying. Tony game spitter, call me the game getter. Leprechaun, lucky boy, call me the love flipper. I come the game like a skyscraper so high. Watch the money pile up and tell them bitches bye-bye. Spending $2,000 on a bottle service, throwing money in the air. Acrobatic like a circus, life's always changing. Gotta have patience, realest dude in the game, and I'm Caucasian. We all want the same thing, money in the bank. Now come here, girl, shawty, what you drink?
Come with me tonight, and I'll show you paradise. Come with me tonight, and I'll make you feel alright. Tell me what you want, and I will take you there. I'll be what you need, the chemistry is in the air.
Call me Jimmy Conway, the way I'm flipping these stacks. And next to Jimmy Hargrove, I'm lacing these tracks, never hold back.
Yeah. We're back in action. We were off last week. We had a little Shnow, SCHNOWE apostrophe.
No, you can't say
Shnow.
You can't say no little snow, goddamn.
Some Shnow, a little bit of time here and there and whatnot. And, we're hopped on. We got a special guest on the big screen up there. This is Kick It and Company. My name's Justin Kick It. We got
Big Phil in the building.
And we got Lucy running around. We got Journey in the back. We got Jazz in the AM jamming up. And who we got on that screen up there? What your name is?
Hey, guys, I'm Luke Mickelson. How are
Damn
you?
right. Woo.
What's up, Luke? What's going on?
Do not
man,
use
it's
the
Saturday.
force. Do not use the force. They've never told you that, right?
Yeah, never heard that
You've
before.
never. I knew it. They've never had that.
If your name's Luke, you're just undoubtedly got to be a Star Wars fan. I don't know. It's just comes with the territory.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna hear it for the rest of your life, ain't you, man?
I can see you got your background there. You've done this a time or two before, it seems like, huh?
Been a few times.
You say he got a decent background. We can look at her.
You got the little gray in the beard like I do. All that wisdom.
Wisdom and
why can't,
experience, right?
Yeah, see, why can't that just be normal hair? All of us smart people have to get gray hair and stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah, just checking out your bio, man. Appreciate you being on the team. How'd you find out about us today?
Oh, I think I found you through a software program called PodPitch, and it's been great. I've been able to be on and share my message and story through quite a few of them, and so but these are interesting ones. The radio station ones are always fun.
Oh yeah, there's no edit. There's no edited here, but I'm gonna tell Felix is not gonna use any potty mouth today, so we're gonna keep it PG.
PG here, keep the vine, Big Phil.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep him out.
Yeah, I ain't got no potty mouth.
Straight out of Kimberly, Ohio. Idaho. What are those I words?
Hey, you ain't got enough sleep today. He came from Idaho.
Idaho, that's right.
Idaho. Not Idaho. You've never heard that before either, right?
Yeah, you're hitting all the good jokes, man.
That motherfucker, he always on that shit, man.
Oh, man.
He always on some shit, man. Hey.
Athlete, competitor. Looks like you've been in the gym once or twice at least, maybe.
A few times. I try to keep in shape. I'm an old guy now, and if you don't stay in shape, I don't know. And I've got some tattoos that you don't keep that bicep looking good. It starts sagging on you.
There you go.
What, Luke? I feel you, because I'm on the verge. I'm working back on my bicep, and it's coming back like a mug. Yes, it is. So I feel you, Luke, all day long. So up there in the great state of Idaho, besides potatoes and spuds, what goes on up there, big dog?
Oh man, well right now it's winter, so it's starting to cool down, right? And no one likes that.
Yes, I feel.
I don't know. No, Idaho's great, and I grew up in a small town, about 4,000 people. That's where Kimberly's at, and you know, if you don't know how to hunt and fish and like the outdoors, you probably need to move.
There you go. I was just gonna say to you, it took that out of my mouth. Yeah. That's what people who love to do them type of things right there. Show it up.
Outdoorsman. Yeah. So it said you're an athlete. Or what kind of sports you play? What do you enjoy doing there?
Well, you know, when you're from a small town, if you can pick up a ball that's any sort of shape and throw it in the right direction, you're going to be playing some sports, right? So I played all the sports. I mean, in fact, me and my wife, who's a major athlete too. We joke around. There was 2 weeks of the entire year that I didn't either have a practice or a game. That was it. It was always either on the field. Football was my jam. I was a big football player. I had some scholarships to go play, and
there you go.
It was fun.
Luke, they don't like me to talk about my own.
Here we go again. Oh, you got them started. You got them started now. Here we go.
I was a super football star, but you know, God sends you in different. He sends you different directions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody, and it took me a while to get over that. It wasn't meant for me to play. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Straight up. So
hey, and that's. You know, Big Phil, that's a hard lesson for athletes too, as well. You know, young age, especially. You know, we all grow up and we're going to be superstars, right? We're going to go and play football, or you know, in the NFL, or play Major League Baseball, whatever your passions are. You know, you got to start out that way. And unfortunately, for some people, that's a reality. But for most, like us, you know, we just. I enjoyed my time in sports because I think, you know, it builds a lot of camaraderie and teaches you how to play as a team. It teaches you how to overcome adversity and failure. And these are all life lessons that I know, had I not been in sports and on good and bad teams, I wouldn't have learned as easy. So I'm really grateful for my experience in sports, mostly because of that.
Hey, just to get a good word out, because everybody think jocks, we just dumb and stupid. No, we very smart. Like I said, we just love the camaraderie, being together. That's what I miss most, because I cried like a baby my last year when I knew it was over. I sat in the middle of the field and cried like a big old baby. I knew it was over.
He has to flip his pillow over.
No, I ain't flip no pillow over. No, you just got
plastic sheets over here.
Understand where me and him coming from, man. When you know it's over, it's over. And I was like, man, my football career is actually over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a rough day. You know, and the cool thing though is I've been able to coach football, you know, so I coach some high school football, and that there's pros and cons there, right? You know, you get the old energy flows, juices running, and you get excited and you miss it again, but it's super fun, you know, to share your knowledge with these young kids and appreciate the fact that, listen, you know what, we're here playing a sport, no question, but more importantly, especially at this high school level, you know, we're here to teach you how to be men, you know, and how to enjoy the adversity that comes, the competition that comes, every stage in my life, and I can't imagine I'm different than anybody else. You're gonna apply these principles you're gonna learn on the field. You're gonna apply how do I stretch myself? How do I get in the gym and be dedicated to something that's difficult?
That's
you know,
like life for real. That's a part of life for real life.
Oh yeah, and much like what I do for a living with Sleep in Heavenly Peace, you know, providing services for people especially when the service is hard to do. You know, it's physically demanding. It takes a lot of time. You know, that's the key there is when it's hard to do and you accomplish it, the sense of fulfillment that comes with that is huge, right? You know, it's like you can go back in the day and say, hey, I went to the gym every day that summer because I wanted my football season to end, to start out good. And when you do that, you have that sense of accomplishment that you can't get without hard work.
Because everybody don't put that type of work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a microwave society. I mean, everybody wants something so quick. I mean, that's what I talk about.
You got to work hard to get to where you need to be.
You know what?
Coming easy.
It tastes better in the toaster oven, but that also takes longer, right? I mean, what the minute of 60 seconds, 30 seconds.
You ain't gonna love it as much. You know what I'm saying? When you put that work in, you will love it more. You know what I'm saying? So you won't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way I'm gonna take almost 30 years of me putting in work for granted. It's too late. I done did it. You got to keep pushing. You got your sports in high school. I guess you got your scholarship to college. Then you finished that. You do 4 years,
And then
No,
where'd
actually,
you move
what
on
I ended
after
up
that?
doing was I had a scholarship to go, but I decided to serve a mission for my church.
Oh, there it is.
instead.
There it is.
Okay.
You know, I went out and served a mission for a couple of years, and I was fully intended to come back and take on my scholarship and go play. But, you know, when I was 19 and you come back at 21, you're kind of ready to go on in
Yeah.
life. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and I knew that, look, I'd play college football and that would be the extent of it, or I could I'd get on with my life and start looking into business. I had an opportunity to be a part of a company. And so, you know, those were tough decisions. That was another time I cried, you know.
See, I'm a person that understands your pain, big dog.
Yeah, man.
I understand it. I just had to figure, hey, it's something we had to accept. You know what it is? God sent me another way, and this is where we at today. So you just don't never know what you're gonna be doing. You might want to do something, but in the long run, you never know what the man up above is going, what path is going to send you down. Straight
You know,
up.
I do a lot of public speaking, and one of the main things I talk about are tiny moments that we all have in life. You know, these little moments of inspiration that you know inspire you to go do something. Like it might be something as simple as go across the street and mow your neighbor's lawn, or you know, hey, why don't we get into the gym? You know, all these tiny moments of inspiration. Oftentimes, we dismiss them with I'm too busy, or I don't have enough time in the day, or you know, and the unfortunate thing is, you just never know. It might be one of those tiny moments that you actually do something and something happens that it's unexpected. And in my case,
now that's real. You talking real.
yeah, in my case, it's no different. You know, I had a tiny moment tell me that I can help this family that had kids sleeping on the floor. And so rather than just, you know, excusing it away and not doing anything about it, I decided to get my butt off the couch, go in my garage, and build a bed for this family. And now because of that, it's what I do it's my passion, it's my purpose in life.
See?
And my charity is built now over 370,000 beds.
Woo! Oh, man.
Oh, are you for real?
This guy is.
Also, we a woodworker in the back. That's why we see all the wood in the back.
Oh, you
know what
built
I'm
all
saying?
those picture frames, you handyman.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you this real quick.
Oh, Bobby Vila over there.
You'll like this because our charity has grown to the largest bed building charity in the world, which is I'm super grateful for, right? But because of that, you get noticed quite a bit. Well, this is me on American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, you was on our?
Oh yeah, well, I won't tell you what season I was on because I didn't do very good.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Hey, hey, I see that show. You got to be in shape. You got to be able to do all that to be on there. Real
Well, the
talk.
funny thing is they called me. This is like November of 2019, right? So they give me a call and they we'd like you to be on, represent your organization on American Ninja Warrior.
Okay.
And I knew what it was, but I wasn't following the program.
You're not an actual
I'm in
ninja.
decent shape. I'm not a ninja, but we'll try it out.
It's about
Well,
doing
then,
ninja things. That's what it is. So.
oh yeah. I mean, I hadn't swung on a rope since I was 12.
You got to do all that, boy. You got to climb. You got to do
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Well, so I accepted, but then about a month later, COVID hit and it shut it all down. And so I kind of forgot about it. I stopped training. Well, about 5 months later, they called me back up again and they said, hey, we're actually going to do it. Can you be in St. Louis in like 3 weeks?
So
And
it
I'm
was
like,
her.
you gotta be kidding me.
So it was her. Ninja Warrior came. It was her.
Yeah, I was in St. Louis.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
they kind of quarantined us. And I'm trying to remember the stadium or the convention center we were at. It was downtown.
Oh, well, you was at the convention center. Yeah.
Yeah, they need the big
Yeah.
space.
That's
Yeah.
all they would've-
It was kind of weird because it was because of COVID.
Yeah, of
We
course.
couldn't leave the hotel. You could only go from the hotel straight to the convention center,
Oh,
and
yeah, y'all
there was
works.
it wasn't outside. It was inside. There was nobody in the convention center except
Yeah.
those ninjas that were going. And so
Okay.
they had your family was on the screen cheering you on,
Yeah.
but you couldn't, it was hard because you couldn't really get the
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 feel.
full
excitement,
yeah,
the
right.
pump up feeling because there was
You wanted
there's
live
nobody in the
action.
freaking
You wanted
stadium.
live action there.
wasn't there.
Yeah. So just imagine at that time, like he's saying, people having to play football, national football games.
Well, actually,
with no crowd.
There's no crowd.
No NBA games with no crowd.
Actually, when they did that too, they actually added crowd noise.
Yeah, no, they did.
Some of the games
But no,
added.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
they
like it's so
started
quiet
adding a lot
in
of
there.
video screens around to make it seem like it was a crowd. I thought that was cool. I thought that part was cool.
Well, hopefully that'll never happen again. So.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, I hope it
not
doesn't.
gonna play.
That
was a pain in the butt for somebody. Okay, so you had the option for football, but you're like, yeah, you wanted more, basically.
Right.
So in 2012, you're like, and you're ready. You said you were what, 21 at the time, so it's still a young man. I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to do till I was 27. So you got a good start.
I beat you at least.
You got a good start, and you're like, so I guess. So how did you come up with the concept? Like, I never thought, like, okay, yeah, you go to sleep in your bed. I guess I never thought. I mean, this was an actual issue. Like, I didn't know about it until I met you.
Yeah, that's the trouble. No one does. You know, in 2012, I had actually, when I served my mission, came home, I got hired on by a company and worked there for about 17 years. So I was about 35 when I was introduced to this issue. And what it was is, at the time, I was serving in my church as what was called a young men's president, kind of like a youth pastor, if you will. You know, back in the South, that's what it's called. Although I tell people I'm not a pastor by any means.
We don't have that going on no more. I'm thinking, do they still have it going on? I thought they might have quit it.
Our pastors buy fancy cars and jewelry.
Yeah. No. If I walk in your church and you got on jewelry like me, you shining like me, I'm walking right out. You getting over, nigga. Real talk. You getting over. Flat out.
I mean, those are those big churches, but a lot of people don't realize these little churches, these people still work.
Oh, this is our.
Yeah,
Hey, look! This is our other co-host, by the way.
Yesterday was my birthday. I was fine last night.
Gina, he trying to do you.
He always trying to do me in. I made it.
Yeah, you did make it though. Right.
Well, you know, I because I played a lot of sports and I was a coach and all of that, you know, working with the youth was just a perfect fit for me. I enjoyed it, you know, and really my responsibility was for the young men ages about 12 to 16-ish. And I was responsible for their spiritual growth and what was taught to them in church and all that jazz. But during the week, I was also responsible for the activities. And and the activity at the time was Boy Scouts. So I was basically the leader of the Boy Scouts, which was kind of a fun calling. But, you know, what was challenging, especially nowadays, for any youth leader out there, they know what I'm talking about, to find an activity that is exciting for them that doesn't involve a screen or a computer or a video game. That's tough to do, man.
Hey, that's hard work.
It's hard work.
They don't want to be outside. It's like they scared of outside. I don't understand it.
Well, the funny thing is, and how the story continues is, you know, sitting in one of our meetings one day with all the other leaders of the church, we were talking about problems that we knew that were going on in the community, and then of course people that we were helping within our own congregation.
Okay.
Well, one family came up, and it was really interesting because it caught my ear. Because they lived in a part of my small town, this town that I rode my bike around for my whole life, right? They lived in a part of the town I didn't know existed. You know, it was such a remote spot. And so it caught my ear. And then I found out that, you know, the church was helping them with rent and food and all that. But one of the leaders said that they went to the apartment and the kids didn't have any beds. And I said, wait a minute, like, what do you mean they don't have any beds? And they're like, yeah, they literally have blankets that are on the hardwood floor.
That ain't no good. Because when you're a kid and you got to go to school, you need all the best of sleep and comfortness you can get to be able to work the next day at school. You know what I'm saying?
You got to recharge. If you don't charge your phone properly, it's not going to work the next day.
I feel sorry for kids like that to grow up and do stuff like that. I mean, it's hard, B. I feel sorry for people who got to get up and go to school at 4, 5 in the morning. To catch the bus from the city just to go to better schools out here. You shouldn't have to get up that early in the morning to go no damn school. Real talk.
Well, think about this. You know, think about not having a bed to sleep on. You know, and this family, you know, these kids, they were waking up, I'm sure, stiff as a board, and you know, certainly not ready to learn at school. You know, their behavior's bad. They're fighting a lot more than what kids that get a good night's sleep fight. You know, and they're already behind the 8 ball. You know,
that means everything.
And when I heard about this family, I mean, I instantly thought of my own kids. I had a couple of kids that were young, and I, you know, just to think about them sleeping on the floor, it was too much for me to ignore, you know. And then the other thought came to me. I said, great, here's an activity where I can take my Boy Scouts. Let's get an Xbox controller out of their hands. Let's put a drill and a sander in it. And let's teach these boys something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was good. So you use the key.
Say, Luke, hold on. Let me ask. You go supply, you go buy all the supplies, like you said, you just coming directly out of your pocket. You ain't getting nothing back in return for anything.
Well, so that first bed, yeah, we did exactly that. I went to the local Lowe's. They're our national sponsor. Back then, they were just Lowe's, you know, they went in. I was told them what they're doing, and they said, "This is great. Yeah, you know, we'll give you 50% off anything you want to buy." And so that really helped. That really helped us build a lot more beds that year. But when I took my Boy Scouts, and we, you know, it took a couple of nights that week to finish this bed, right? When we were all said and done, the word kind of got out within the church, the congregation, and all of a sudden, everybody wanted to show up to be a part of this delivery. All the kids' parents, the other leaders. I mean, there was like 20, 30 people that wanted to go on this delivery, and I'm like, guys, we can't have 30 people walk into this small apartment, right? You know,
so, everybody's excited.
Yeah.
I stayed back with some of the leaders. Of course, I had to clean my garage too. I mean, this was the beginning of December in Idaho, not exactly the warm time of year in your garage for sure, right? Yeah. And so, but the next day at church, they told me how amazing this delivery was. I mean, these kids that have been sleeping on the floor and probably never had a bed in their life got their first bed, and they were super excited, as you can imagine.
Luke, you should have been there then. You didn't want to put the work in. You should have seen the excitement on their face then, big dog. No thank you.
I didn't get to see it, Big Phil. I was cleaning my garage, man. I was super bummed about that, you know, really jealous. And, you know, but I was excited for the kids. I was excited for the boys that got to be a part of that. I think they learned something. And as the story goes, you know, it was about a week later, I'm sitting on the couch getting ready for Christmas, and here are my kids sitting on the floor. We're watching like Big Bang Theory or something, and a commercial comes on about another Xbox game that they want.
Here we go.
You know where I'm going. If you got kids, you're just waiting for these kids to beg you for this Xbox game. You know they know I'm not going to buy them, right? You know it's not going to happen.
Might as well try.
And it just kind of hit me right. You know, here I just built and delivered a bed to kids that didn't have one. Exactly. And my kids, my own kids, are complaining that they're not going to get another Xbox game. I was just like, it was a perfect storm. I said, you know what? I could sit here and talk to them and teach them and tell them and do all I want, show them pictures and all this of why this is important to understand the principles of service and giving back. Or you know what? I could get myself, my butt off the couch, get out in the garage, and bring my kids and build another bed. And that's what I did. I said, I'm going to build another bed, and you guys are going to come with me.
Like a bird. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It was fun. I mean, I got pictures of my daughter in a little pink tutu drilling away, and my son in his Boise State jersey, you know, hammering away on wood. And we had a great time. But the funny thing was, here we just built this bed. I did it for my kids. I did it for the experience, for them to enjoy the joys of service and giving back, and to appreciate what they had, to give it to someone. I had no idea. I didn't know child bedlessness was even a thing, you know? And so here I am with this bed, not knowing what to do with it. What's that?
You would never trip out. That's something that you wouldn't trip off of. Like you were saying at the beginning. Yeah. Like you said, I wouldn't have never tripped off nothing like that, but I can understand how it's possible going on for real. Because bags cost an arm and a leg these days too.
Yeah,
they really do.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like, so I knew of the one child, the one family that had kids sleeping on the floor, but I didn't know anybody else. And so I'm like, what do I do with this bed? I want it to go to a child. I want my kids to see that there's kids out there.
Exactly.
Apparently they're sleeping on the floor. And so I threw it on one of those Facebook, you know, buy, sell, trade groups, right? And I just said, you know, hey, I've got a bed that me and my kids built as a Christmas project. I want to give it to a family because I can't stand the thought of a child sleeping on the floor during Christmas.
Most definitely.
Or period, rather. And so I threw it on there, and a couple of cool things happened that I did not expect. The first thing was I started getting posts or comments in that post from friends that I hadn't seen for 20 years and even strangers that were telling me stories of kids that they knew that were sleeping in horrific situations. I mean, sleeping on pallets and hardwood floors and cement, or sleeping with, 2 or 3 brothers and sisters in one bed. I mean, just situations that I didn't even know was really going on. That was problem number one. And problem number two was there was a lot of them. There was way more than I'd ever imagined in my small little community. And I remember thinking, is this really a problem? Like, whoever heard of kids not having beds?
Man, it'll shock you.
Right. And so a special thing happened. I had a friend of mine who worked in some social service organizations, and they were helping transitioning homelessness and things of that nature. Well, she calls me up and she says, Luke, I've got a child for you. I said, okay, tell me. And this is my Haley story. So this is my first bed I ever delivered.
Oh, okay.
Haley, 6-year-old girl, never slept on a bed before. She slept in the backseat of her mom's car because they were homeless. My friend helped them get a house, and that's where, I came into play. They had a house, so I could go deliver a bed to them. So I show up, and, I've seen poverty before. I've helped with transitioning homelessness and all that, but I never really looked at it through the eyes of a 6-year-old. And when I walked into their house, first of all, there was nothing in the house. There was no couch or table or chair or TV or anything. There was a milk crate that had a hot plate sitting on it with a can of soup on it, and that was dinner. That was it. That was the only thing in the house. And here's this little Haley so excited to show us her bedroom because she finally had a bedroom, And so I said, show me your room. So she pulls me back in her room, and I mean, you can imagine what it looks like, right? It was holes in the carpet, tears in the wallpaper, and the closet didn't have a door. I mean, it was pretty run down.
Okay.
But the most shocking thing to me was looking over in the corner, and here's a pile of clothes, and that was like a nest. Haley would sleep on her school clothes. That was her bed.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. And so, I mean, she'd come home from school, throw her PJs on, sleep on her school clothes, and then put them back on in the morning to go to school. And I mean, at first, when I saw that, you're almost pissed off, right? You're almost mad. You're like, no, this is going on in my town under my nose.
How can a parent have kids going through something like that? You know what I'm saying?
But your first thought is to blame. First thought would be to blame the parents. Like what? I guess right. I would think right.
You
like,
can't blame
100%.
nobody else.
Right. But go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
100%. And you're you get upset. You don't know why. And it's hard to fathom that this is even going on in your own hometown. So, but that quickly changed to excitement because we had a bed for her, and so we started bringing in the pieces of this bed and putting it together. And you could see little Haley trying to figure it out. And then, all of a sudden, I think it was when we brought in the mattress, she realized it was a bed. And she just erupted. I mean, she came over and hugged these 2 strange guys in her room, putting this bed together. She started hugging the bed, even kissing the bed, which was something I'd never seen before. And if that wasn't enough to just melt your heart, you look up to mom. Here's a single mom. I don't know the story, but I just know this single mom, and I was raised by a single mom too. So I knew what every single one of those little tears pouring down her face, what those meant. Those were years of guilt and struggle and frustration and pain of not feeling like you're not being able to help and take care of your family like you want to. Food, clothing, shelter is the best thing that she could provide for her. Unfortunately, beds were a luxury, and that just shouldn't be that way. And
that's a basic.
And I remember thinking, this is way more than just a bed.
Like I told you, I noticed like a bed costs arm and a leg now, big.
Yeah.
You do better by just going to the store and buy an air bed for like $9. And the air beds even starting to cost the arm and a leg now. Straight up.
$40.
Yeah, but shit, Brody, the average person ain't got $40 just to go spend.
Not for air mattress.
And that's the same. In today's time, the average person does not have $40 to go to the store and just buy a fucking bed like that, B. No fake.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Well, if they do, they usually get some used bed that breaks in a month, or the mattress, stained or bad. It's still, I mean, it's maybe an improvement, obviously, but it's not the quality that I know that we could provide,
Exactly.
And I remember, we were driving home after that delivery, and it was so overwhelmingly emotional. I'm I feel like I'm a big tough farm kid, you know, balling like a baby. I felt funny,
No,
but
that's human instinct.
but you know, I
That lets
remember
you got a
thinking,
heart. Hell, you care.
yeah, I remember thinking, you know, I love hunting, I love fishing, I love football on Saturdays and Sundays and all this stuff. And I'll tell you what, in a snap of a finger, in a moment, none of that mattered to me anymore.
Like a bug.
I just thought, you know what? Me and my kids for a couple of hours each night that week, we built a bed that solved that problem. Okay, that's well worth my time.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know,
I feel you. Just to have the kids be able to, like you say, put the phones down and do it and come outside and actually be outside. Because they don't know the meaning of being outside and playing games. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I just don't
Well,
get
you know,
it.
and that right then and there, you know, I looked over to my buddy, you know, Jordan, who's our executive director now, and I said, listen, man, no kid's going to sleep on the floor in my town if I have anything to do with this. And so I went back to Lowe's. They gave me the same deal. We ended up building 21 beds that first Christmas season in 2012.
Oh, you blessed a lot of people there, Luke. No fact.
Oh, it was super fun. It was, you know, and the sad part of it, a couple of things. The first thing was, many times we wanted to deliver them all before Santa showed up.
Okay.
And so we went to work and built as fast as we could. And I had friends that I hadn't seen forever come to my house and they helped build. So that was fun. You know, we delivered them most of the time. This was the only Christmas present this kid was going to get for this season, you know? And that was hard to say. But when I started sharing what we were doing on Facebook and showing, you know, some of the conditions that these kids were sleeping in and then how happy their faces were, I started getting more applications or more people telling me stories of kids that they knew. It started becoming a major problem.
So,
like I had no idea.
So do you go outside of Idaho and do this?
Oh, yeah.
So because of that, because more people saw what I was doing, I had, you know, through a couple of years,
Exactly.
I had some friends that, hey, can we do this in our hometown?
Exactly.
And I said, sure, why not? We'll call you a chapter and we'll figure it out together. And so, because I knew, you know, Big Phil, if we wanted to solve child bedlessness in our country, it's not going to be solved by some farm kid from Idaho. It's going to be solved by people locally. And
it took a farm kid from Idaho to get it started, though.
Well, hey, you know, it's got to start somewhere.
Hey, it took for you to get it started. You got the ball rolling, man. I two hands salute you, bro.
Well, the cool thing is I found another great secret that I didn't know was out there, and that's there are millions of people, great people that want to help others. They just don't know how. You know, they don't. They're searching for themselves even to try to find ways to give back, and they just can't find something meaningful. And I felt, number one, I stumbled upon something that no one was doing. I found one charity in Charlotte that was building beds for kids. That was it in the entire country.
Luke, to be honest, Brody, you the first person I ever heard do something like this, man.
Trust me, I've been around for 14 years, and there's still people in my own hometown that don't know that this is a problem. And so that just goes to show you how hidden it is. And so, you know, more people wanted to do it. More people, when they heard about it, want to be a part of the solution. And then something happened in 2018, the very beginning of 2018. We were featured on a hit series called Returning the Favor. It was on Facebook Watch back when we had Facebook Watch. And it was hosted by Mike Rowe, you know, Dirty Jobs Mike Rowe.
Most definitely know who Mike Rowe is. Sure.
Oh yeah. So he came to Twin Falls, Idaho, where I live, and did a show on Sleep and Emily Peace and me and what we were doing. And that episode was viewed by 10+ million people.
Oh, most definitely. Anything to do with Mike Rowe gonna do it anyway. That's the guy.
Heck yeah.
That's
yeah.
the deal with top of what you doing. That just solidifies it all together right now.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is, you know, part of the show is he shows up, he surprises you, and then he gives you something, right? And in our case, he gave us a warehouse to use for 3-4 years, which is great. But the biggest thing that show did for us was it was a megaphone. It was a megaphone that announced a problem to the country that no one knew even existed. And the cool thing that happened is all of a sudden we started getting applications to start chapters in places from people we didn't know. And because of that, now, 7 years later, we have trained over 450 chapters in 4 countries. And just last year alone, we built 90,000 beds.
Oh, this
Oh,
motherfucker. This
man,
motherfucker
this guy.
King Luke right here. Hey, we gotta put King Luke on here. We gotta wear King Saint, whatever.
I see that. I see that halo up there. I see that halo
You say you
floating.
started this 7 years ago?
No.
What's that?
How long you say you've been doing this? As far as
So we started in 2012, and then 2018 is when Mike Rose showed up, and that's when we only had about 6 or
That's when it
7
took
chapters
That's when it
in
took
2018, and now we've blown up to, we have almost 400 of those are totally active now. So, you know, we still have a huge following, and we put on about 50 to 60 chapters a year.
Okay.
So we're still growing like crazy, but you know, the problem still exists.
Okay.
There's still people out there that have no idea that child bedlessness, number one, is a problem. And number
Right.
two, there's a solution. One thing that was really surprising to me is the more I did this and shared, and more people found out that we were building beds for kids, I started getting calls from like Child Protective Services, foster care, CASA, all these agencies that help families in these situations. I was getting called. I was like their favorite guy. And I learned why is because a bed for a child, if it wasn't the hardest thing, it was the top 3rd hardest thing for these organizations to find for these kids, because there was nobody doing it, right? They had to spend a lot of money to go get beds for these kids, and oftentimes they couldn't. And it was so bad that these people that would go and interview, you know, families for foster care or transitioning homelessness, they didn't even ask the question whether the kids had beds, because they couldn't provide a solution for it.
Think about when me and you was going to school. You wouldn't want to go to school and tell them, well, y'all, I'm at home sleeping I'm sleeping on the floor, y'all.
Well, you'd be embarrassed. Yeah, the kids would be embarrassed.
So the average person not gonna go to school
And they
like,
don't know.
and tell no one that they sleeping
Well,
on the floor.
yeah,
nothing
they don't.
Like that.
You don't know there's a problem if people don't tell you about it.
Exactly. And
Well, the biggest problem, exactly that. You know,
You can't go
food,
into people's homes without
clothing.
authorization, unless you're a nice agent. I mean,
oh my goodness. Justin.
oh,
Yeah.
who said that? Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you
go
know,
ahead.
food, clothing, shelter. Those are the
definitely.
3 big ones. That's what people focus in on. And I don't blame
Yeah.
them. If I was on hard times, you know, you want to go back to the basics. And, you know, unfortunately, beds, you know, for these families were luxuries. And you're right. You know, these kids, they wake up every day, you know, not getting a good night's sleep. So when they go to school, they don't have the ability to learn like other kids. They, you know, they're already behind. And that's just like the physical education side of things.
Okay.
Talk about the mental issues that come from not having a bed. These kids, they don't want kids to come over to their house. They can't have sleepovers. You know, how many times that you and I, we have a hard day at work, you know, boss was rough, or, you know, me and my spouse had a hard time, you know, whatever situation happens in life as an adult, you know, where do we go to escape? Where do we go to recharge our batteries? You and I get to go to a bed. We get to crawl underneath our bed and recoup and relax and regenerate. These kids don't get that.
They say they don't get that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look, I know I'm sitting here. You probably like, this woman ain't.
Yes,
saying
she
nothing.
hasn't
But I
cried
follow
yet.
you. I ain't cried.
Exactly.
I was waiting for her to cry.
I'm not gonna cry because I've
that's
been
what
following.
she do.
I've been following you for years. They say that because I'm an educator and I work for special school
Oh, so you
now.
been following
Yeah.
me
And
now?
I've been following them for years. Y'all know I
Okay.
follow this stuff. I started a nonprofit to help people, all that stuff too. So, but I'm listening because I never got the full story. So I'm sitting here like, let me get the full thing. But yeah, I follow you guys. I always have.
Yeah.
I follow. I share. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, now I get to meet him because when I seen it. He sent the email. I was like, oh, I gotta get in there so I can check that out. I'm a little late, but I'm sitting here like, okay. But yeah, don't do me. I
You know,
love helping people. That's why they tell me I ain't cried yet.
Yeah,
I got my own nonprofit. I
crying,
always
yeah.
help people. I teach. I do all of that.
Do you have
And
a
I
St. Louis?
understand.
Do you have a St. Louis chapter?
Yeah, in fact, if you go to our website,
Man,
shpbeds.org,
we should have had him on the
way
show.
the way we have it arranged is you're not going to go to some big main corporation's website, right?
Right.
We wanted people to realize this is a local problem and it needs to be solved by local people. So when you type in shpbeds.org, the closest chapter should pop up
For you.
as
Your location, yeah.
where you're at. So we have one. What's the town across the street there? Liberty something or?
Liberty, Missouri?
Mutual.
No, Liberty.
Yeah,
that's
I can't remember. I've been there, obviously,
That's
because
not close to
of
him.
the show. But Yeah, we have
Oh, yeah,
several.
it says
several
Maryland Heights.
Nah, that's close.
Maryland Heights, yes.
Oh, that's right
Yes,
down the street
that's
from us. Oh, we good.
That's not too
boy,
far.
I know the boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
The
local.
chapter president there, Jim Sprinkle, and his wife, and their congregation. They build right next to a church they all go to, and it's just an amazing opportunity, you know. And I was going to tell you, you know, if you really want to know about child bedlessness, you really want to know the effects, how bad it is. Go talk to a teacher. Go talk to a school counselor. Go talk to a first responder. You know, these people that go into these homes.
It is, exactly.
Well, those guys are in the trenches.
They're in the trenches. They see this.
If
And
came across a family and I knew the family needed beds, I could call. I can get in touch with them people.
Maryland Heights.
With Maryland Heights situation and go. Oh, okay.
And they take care of them.
Oh,
That's
I know
great,
the boss.
yeah, the cool thing is the way we set this up is, listen, I wanted to make the application process to get a child to bed as simple as possible, right?
no more.
So when you go to our website, the first thing you can do is you can click on request a bed.
Okay.
Now that could be for yourself and your own kids.
Is
It
that
could
right?
be for the neighbor across the street, or it could be for your, I don't know, maybe you got a sister or a friend or something that needs help 5 states over, right?
definitely,
You
most
can
definitely.
you can fill out the application for them, and based on the zip code that you select where the kid sleeps,
Okay.
if we have a chapter that has selected that zip code as a deliverable area,
Yeah.
then they'll get the application. And then the chapter presidents, they review all these applications. It's not a first come, first serve. It's based on need, right? So I always encourage anybody that's filling out an application, tell your story, tell the situation that you're in and how dire it is. That's what these chapter presidents go off of, because we're not a bed replacement program. You know, if you've got a bed, great. Trust me,
Right.
I could go to their website right now and see how much Maryland Heights has on their application list, but it'll show you how many kids that are waiting for beds.
Oh, is that
St.
right?
Louis, they ain't saying it. I did, because like I said, I watch it. But the news have had this chapter here on several times.
Oh,
And they
have?
do show them, they actually go and they take everything, they have to put it together, build it up in the
Okay.
room. They show them coming up, building the beds back up, putting the beds together to cover all that, because it's mostly, like you say, they wooden beds, like bunk beds and stuff like that. They show them putting up, but so they have been showcasing y'all here. They
King
just don't
motherfucking
know.
Luke.
I know,
King
because like I
Luke
said, I
grabbed
follow
his
y'all,
own
and then I also be following that, because I do work in the school. I do work with needed people and all that. So I follow it. I follow you guys, and then I know the work that you do, and I have seen them. The news here have also showcased you guys' work right here in St. Louis.
Oh, Luke,
So they have did it.
Luke, you done made me come here today. I never even tripped
Yeah,
off
they
no
take the
stuff like- I never tripped off
they take
people.
the frames in
People-
and put them together.
I can see how it is, but I never really even tripped off nobody. People, because me myself, I have a big old bed, and I sleep on the floor.
You know what's well
Man,
to
I
kind
ain't
of
gonna
put
even lie.
Big Phil.
Everybody know that I sleep on the floor.
Let me put the problem in perspective for you. I just went to the Maryland Heights their page, their web page. 4,460 kids on their waiting list right now.
Are you for real?
4,400.
Did they
Right
tell you
now
where did they tell you where Maryland Heights at? That ain't in Maryland Heights, is it actually, or
That's
this
where
is
they
around?
at.
No,
That's where they at.
I mean, it's in the area. That's
It's
surrounding
an
areas.
area that they have
That's where
accepted.
we
They've
at.
delivered.
That's where I
They've delivered 2,214
Maryland
beds.
Heights, Rittner,
So
all
everybody
of them
ain't got money
areas,
around
St.
them
John.
areas like people want to pretend.
Well,
they
it's
got.
whatever your closest location is, and
But
they'll
I'm just
take
saying
care of
that's
you.
around
Yeah,
where
that's
I
the
work.
But I'm
closest.
talking about
Right.
the areas
It's
mostly
St.
been
John
known for
out there.
people having a little
Yeah,
change.
that Maryland Heights
But to be
is.
4,400 people without no bed.
But it's not
and
just
That's
Maryland
not just
Heights,
Maryland
baby.
Heights.
I'm telling you,
No, I
it's
know.
like
I'm just
around
saying
there.
around the situation.
That's just
though.
where the people work from.
It's
Like
you know what I
church.
found
It's a
out
warehouse
was
or whatever.
no,
Church.
there's no national statistics on this stuff because no one even knows that this is a problem. The only statistics that really are out there are what we have put together the last 14
Right.
years.
Oh,
And
okay.
and trust me, we're no statisticians, right? But we know the populations of towns and the how many applications we get. So we have kind of a rough estimate of what the problem is, and we know it's greater than 3% of the total population.
Man,
So if you're
4,400 people,
if you're in a
that's lot of
town,
people.
if you're in a town of 100,000 people, there are 3,000 kids in your neighborhood, in your town, that are
Right.
sleeping on the floor.
Exactly.
3%.
And ain't nobody
that-
gonna come say nothing. Because people be ashamed
That's right.
of it. People,
They don't-
People too ashamed.
Right, as you and I sit right now talking, Our national number right now is over 155,000 kids on our waiting list.
Oh,
and
man.
and to make that number even worse, we only cover a geographical area of 27% of the United States, not even 30% of the United States, and we have almost 200,000 kids on our waiting list.
Good Lord.
And that's only the ones who really ask for help, because you still got triple that amount that
some
didn't
people
come
ain't
in.
even come in and help and say ask for nothing.
They don't even know.
They don't know.
I mean,
they either don't know about the program, or they have no, like you say, if I don't got a bed, I don't have a phone, I don't have the internet, I don't have.
But you're not gonna show that information to people.
No, but what I'm saying is these people don't even know that this organization exists.
Exactly.
So they can't ask for help.
Well, they know it exists now.
No, they don't got no.
I sure hope so, Phil.
We putting it out there now.
They been out there. They been out there.
Think it's a game.
Like I said, I've been following them for
Well,
years.
Almost definitely.
So you team up. Go ahead.
This is why I'm so grateful you guys had me on, because child bedlessness is, it's so unknown, and the only way we're going to get this solved is, number one, we got to do it together.
Yes.
But before that, you got to know about it.
Yeah,
and your listeners right now, I think the biggest ask I would ask anybody is just share what you just heard. Share this episode. Share what you're hearing right now with your friends. Put it on Facebook. You can look shpbeds.org. You can look me up. I'm on social medias. I'm either SHP Luke or Luke Mickelson, whatever. Talk to me. Tell me what you're seeing and how we can help. And if this is something that really resonates with you and really pulls at that heartstring, you can either volunteer with your local chapter. You can find that on our website, or you can start a chapter. If you don't have one in your own hometown, you can start one. We train. We fly you to Salt Lake. We teach you over a weekend what to do, and then you go back and we help you the whole way.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Man.
I can't
might
be
want to turn me into a handyman one day around this mud, man.
You can be yourself. Have something to do.
Yes, indeed. I have plenty to do.
Right now, I did a quick count. Sorry, there's 23 chapters in Missouri right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We
Well,
concur.
that's the
We
closest.
concur.
That's the
That's why
closest
I
one
say
to us.
Missouri.
Right
here.
That's why I say St. Louis,
We
though.
concur
They
here.
even in Missouri, like you said, the news people have showed them multiple
We
times.
concur here. We concur here.
23 in Missouri, you said. Yeah. Okay.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
chapters. That means we concur.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a bit, and the beauty about how we've grown really, we don't really advertise or proselyte for new chapters, because we found that it has to be something from the heart,
Most
right? It has to be some,
'Cause it's
you're
volunteer.
going to do this because you feel passionate about it.
Most definitely.
And the way we've grown is organically, because what happens, something might, Maryland Heights might start a chapter, but then you get counties, people that come over, or maybe even hear about it on the news or something.
Yeah.
And they look and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to do this, but there's not one in my own hometown. So then they go to our website and they apply to become a chapter. And the biggest thing we want people to realize, if this is something you want to start in your own hometown,
Most
awesome. But you're going to go through a few series of videos and web calls, because we want you to understand everything that goes into starting a chapter. It's easy. I mean, it's starting a chapter is easy. Running one,
Exactly.
there is some time there
Most
that
definitely.
you need to do. But I will say, of the 50, 60 chapters we run every year, we only lose or have to close one or two of them. Our
that's
attrition rate's really high because we train you really well.
Like a mug.
We take care of all of the minutia for you. We as in like the headquarters, if you will, right?
Most definitely.
We do. We take care of your insurance, the software program, everything. The only thing we ask chapter presidents to focus in on is raise money, build beds, and deliver beds.
Like a
That's
mug.
it.
That don't sound like a hard job to me.
It's not too bad.
For somebody who really loves and do this for passion, that's easy. I wouldn't even call that work.
Well, the challenge is, I mean, there's parts of it that are difficult and it takes time and whatnot, but the reward from it is so fulfilling that all of those challenges I shouldn't compare it to childbirth, because I have no idea, but why a woman wants another child after she delivers one,
That's how
it goes to show you.
You don't have to worry about that.
The joys of childhood and raising for women. It's far greater than the pain they go through, and God bless them for it. And I think chapter presidency is the same, or like many things. If it's your true passion, you can suffer through a lot of sacrifices because it's so fulfilling.
So Luke, so when you sit down with all these people that own, everybody, You sit down and talk to everybody that's got a chapter, so they most definitely got to know what I feel. You got to be on that same path, right? We all got to be on the same, because if we can't have nobody drifting away. You know, that what brings entities down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, not only that. There is a requirement now. We've learned over a few years of practice that not only is it important that you have passion for it, but we know it's difficult to do it by yourself. So we require that there's you and about 3 or 4 other people that are going to help you, because we want this to be successful. And just history has shown one person running it, you just burn out too fast.
Yeah.
And so now, and it's so much easier now with 23 chapters close, in Missouri alone. If you want to start a chapter in Missouri, you're not but a few hours away probably from a chapter. You can go over there, you can talk to them, you can participate in a build day or deliver a bed to a child. And that's where you get the real feel. I tell everybody, look, you can watch videos. You can go to our website, type in shpbeds.org/media. You can see videos, you can see pictures of deliveries, all of that stuff. And it's great. But there is nothing that beats sitting in a room and physically watching a little 9-year-old, little Joe here, hiding behind mom, because these strangers are in their room doing something, making all sorts of noise. And then all of a sudden, you can see him realize these people are bringing me a bed. And that apprehension turns into appreciation, and then turns into excitement. And this little Joe that's sitting behind mom, all, bashful, all of a sudden comes around from behind mom, grabs a drill, starts working with these complete strangers. And then guess what? It's 3:00 in the afternoon, because we provide a bed, mattress, sheets, the whole 9 yards, right? It's 3:00 in the afternoon, and little Joe jumps in the bed and goes to sleep because he's never had a bed before.
Oh my goodness.
Sleeping like a baby.
Sleeping like a baby.
I appreciate it. We definitely got to get you back on. We have our other guest joining us. Who else we got over there?
Cash, how you doing?
Cash,
hey, brother.
Mr. Flowers.
Hey, am I in?
Yeah.
How y'all doing? What's up?
That's Luke right there.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Nice to meet y'all.
Appreciate you having on. So, in St. Louis, local areas, Maryland Heights over there. If people, one more time, how people can get a hold of you, and if they need a bed, or they need a bed, got a bed, want a bed, have a bed, got a bed, huh?
That's right. Go to our website, shpbeds.org. That's Sleep in Heavenly Peace, beds, plural.org. You can donate. All the money that you donate stays in the chapter that you select. Okay. All the beds built there stays. When you volunteer, I wanted everybody to know, if you volunteer at shpbeds.org, the chapter you volunteer in, all your efforts, all the work, all the beds, they stay locally. We're here to help the kids that are sleeping right next door to you.
Well, we just got to teach everybody not to be ashamed. If you're doing bad, you're doing bad. Because I'm talking about everybody wants you to believe that they're doing so good. And like, you're lying. Everybody's suffering right now. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody living good. Ain't nobody living good right now, so stop it, baby.
Tax Act.
Yep. We all need help. And it's the times that you need help, you hope someone does. And it's the times when you can help, you hope you do.
Oh, most definitely on that one, Luke.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sent you the link. Come back anytime. Great luck and
will do, brothers.
Not luck. Much success.
All right, see you.
All right.
Yeah. 2022. Interrogate me all you want. I ain't got shit to say. DA took my photo. I was smiling like on picture day. Get it when you focus. Grind a beam out that focus. Captain Finney and Miss Jenny. Rest up Granny and Miss Minnie. Pull up dumping piece of things. Fanny pack on my hoe in the stick. Strip a thing. With the degree in long hair. She with the sit. He say she ain't eating dick. Cause she ain't sucking his. Put her throat on trial and watch how fast she confess to them kids. Never confess shit I did. Some niggas better dead. This is me. Just got your mama cracking paper on your head. To a lick, he told me give him 5 and a few P's. I gave him 10, all blue faces and them red Ferrari. In front of labels telling geese the way they hate that part of me. And what's finished shit, them hunkies with they own no part of me. Like poverty ain't part of me. I'm so black, this meeting over, still get paid, this all hear me. Know they hate that part of me. Hope the wheel and that new Audi like it's hard for me to see. Baby say you're just a C, in my mirror's shaking heat. So if you had anything to tell the public and the fans and the critics that be asking, I mean, you are just, out of nowhere, you just blew up. Like, I mean, how do you feel about all this? Look, used to be broke, I'm rich as baby, now I'm bringing babies out. Backstage crib, host yelling, bring the A in them out. From the 80s, for us 80s, let it never run out. BMs hate me cause I ain't they daddy, I never run out. Anyway, bitch, I'm still their daddy, tryna see him now. On the way to my next sale, Brody say you ready now. You thinking wrote this about the verse, he probably mixing that bitch now. Hey, I'm talking nigga with me, CEO, none of us next to blow. Disrespecting us, shit, gotta know you next to blow. Ain't no standing next to us. Pretty women dressing up, telling they home girl, bitch, I'm gonna leave if you don't hurry up. Just for us, let me answer that, this how I dress the fuck. Ain't no stylist coming to the trap, cause making them beat her up, stupid.
That shit crazy, it's for real though.
Oh, I grinding, I'm guilty. You want me? Come get me. These Fendi's ain't made for jogging, just jugging the city. Oh, I grinding, I'm guilty. You want me? Come get me. These Fendi's ain't made for jogging, just jugging the city. Oh, I grinding, I'm guilty. You want me? Come get me. These Fendi's ain't made for jogging, just jugging the city. Oh, I grinding, I'm guilty. You want me? Come get me. These Fendi's ain't made for jogging, just jugging the city, nigga.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Who knows this song? Come on. Groovy people. I like to be around groovy people. I don't like nobody that's got an ego. Walking around with their nose in the air, the kind of people I just can't use. I like being relaxed, putting my mind at ease. The best things in life is all I want for me. And I like groovy people. I like to be around groovy people, yeah. I don't like nobody that's got an attitude. I done been through all of that, baby, and I know the bad feelings that it brings. Give me
half of the show. And we got two more great artists in the building. Because they mad at me because I was late. Oh.
Can't you see I'm just a big old country boy? And I like groovy people. I like to be around groovy people. Talking about groovy people. Baby, oh darling, we don't have to put up with them job time folks no more. Let's pretend that we're down at our home when they come knocking on our door. I don't like nosy people getting in my business and things. I've been through all of that, baby, the bad feeling that it brings. Give me the simple life, pure fun and joy. Can't you see I'm just a big old country boy? And I like groovy people. I like to be around groovy people. Talking about groovy y'all sing that? Come on. Come on.
Smoking dope and
Sing.
Yeah,
with the
I said, you know what? I'm tired of this. I had to make a change. I say, we go to
All right. Hope you enjoyed our musical interlude right there. Yeah, man. We got the cash and the flowers in here, man. You can't go wrong with that, man. If you don't got either one, if you ain't getting your flowers, you ain't doing something right. If you ain't got no cash, you probably not no real hustler, man. Yeah, we got some wonderful, great artists. And we got snowed out last weekend. We're back here, back in action, kicking company and whatnot. We'll kind of go. Well, work both you gentlemen together here. What's your name? Where you from?
My name Cash. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, West Side.
West side in the building. West side always the best side.
You know it.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that West. Yeah.
This guy right, Mr. Flowers.
Chuck Flowers, also West Side, St. Louis, and
It's like right.
homegrown right here, man. Homegrown.
They say West Side the second best side.
That's the best side.
Nah, hey, can I keep it St. Louis with y'all too?
Yeah.
We know y'all two-sided. That's the water side.
I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm a real. I know about Cabinet Courts. I was down there.
Wow.
That was a rough hood right there, baby.
I was down there.
Okay,
y'all about knew the man who was running it down there because I knew him. No faking.
Poet.
Yeah, so we heard one of your tracks earlier. Tell us about that one.
Oh, jogging. Well, that was something. I think that came after the death of my daughter.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
I heard that, bro.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was almost like a rehabilitation coming out of my the little dark hole I was in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it almost, I think I thought I lost it at that moment. When I, because I got a permanent dark hole in my heart. So, I didn't realize how depressed I was. You know what I mean? So I'm going through all these phases of trying to get my life back together financially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come back to that key thing. I always got this writing skill. I need to utilize it. You feel me? So one day I was just picking on myself, thinking I lost it. You know what I'm saying? Watching the future representatives of hip hop and stuff doing their thing, and I just came up with jogging. I couldn't find a hook for it. So, and that's just how it came out. So at the end of it, whatever I say on the hook, it was I winged it, but that's what it is, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So that was one of my more recent songs that I wrote. You did, but I can hit on anything. I can do country, cross-eyed. It don't.
Oh, no country, no. I don't know about that. I can't get into it.
But a lot of country is.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I've tried it. I can't do belt buckles.
Yeah.
But them motherfuckers winning. They winning right
I
now.
love
Absolutely, they
Country
winning.
music winning right
It
now.
always has.
I ain't a fan
Country
of it.
is-
I understand what's winning and not winning right now.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
You got to know what's going on.
Country has always been winning.
Most definitely.
Exactly
I don't care what
said.
you say.
Country
No, you right.
always
R&B and
winning.
pop, that will go this way, that
Country
way.
always.
That's fickle. Country is.
Here to stay.
I'm telling you. See what you want to say about it.
Yeah. It's almost like blues.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It ain't
But
no
and they have more than one country music awards show. They have.
That CMT alone.
Okay, what's the guy that was with Hootie and the Blowfish? Darius Rucker. Okay, he came out of when Hootie and Blowfish disbanded. He went and did a solo project. It was R&B down. It was on Hidden Beach Records.
Okay.
It was really good. It made some noise, but it didn't make. It was really good too, but it didn't make noise with black people. Black people got it, but they wasn't ready for him to be R&B yet. He did a country album, awards, million seller. Bam, 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 bam. Well, no, he was still rock because Hootie and the Blowfish was still. They were still rock.
Okay.
They were pop rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did a country album, went crazy.
But look at Beyonce.
Million seller.
Beyonce ain't win an award until she dropped.
Well, she bought.
No, she won awards. She was always winning.
And she win that board that she wanted.
Yeah, the one.
She wanted that.
She wanted that CMT one.
She wanted a certain one. She didn't never get it until she got that. Until she dropped that country.
Right,
album.
that
So she
particular
bought
one.
it. So she bought the award.
She probably did, but she got it though.
You said she
it's a
purchased
matter
it?
of-
Pretty much.
Yeah, she probably did, but she.
But
got
she
it.
knows the game, and her people around her know the game.
Go country.
So they know the game. They're not trying to,
Can't miss
they
with
are
country.
very smart people, and they are strategic.
Like mud, like mud. No, this is like a lot of these rappers. Well, a lot of people have used our music to get to what they really want to do.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it really ain't what they
You're not a rapper,
right?
But you was a rapper, but you used us to get to where what you really want to do.
Because they label had it.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
What it will do for me? What it's gonna do for me?
Pitbull. All these people I'm naming, they started out as gangster rappers.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Now they country singers and all that type of stuff.
What are that?
I mean, it's
Country I'll never lose.
man. I mean, good Lord, but dang, don't use our platform.
Country and blues are very close.
It most definitely is. It most definitely is.
It's very close.
I feel like
Either your dog died or your
me
wife's
myself,
cheating on
I
you.
feel like country and blues is the exact same thing, but in a different
dog's
tone.
Somebody
cheating on
left
you.
you because it's still blues,
It's a
just to
different
another,
tone.
just to another beat.
That's why I love Eminem so much.
So versatile.
Because Eminem never did. He stayed exactly what he came. He didn't switch up and start doing no country music, trying to do rock songs like Kid Rock. I can name a whole lot of them that used our music to get to what they really want.
Even our own.
That too, most definitely. All day long. Most definitely.
So I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about rap. Rapping got a lot of people, a lot of these country singers, they used us to get to where they at, no fake. And they the hottest artists in the world.
Hey, you know what? The Weeknd.
Post Malone.
Weeknd.
Post Malone.
Post Malone is
He's the king of
There you go.
He's the king of
There you go.
He's the king of idolize or mimicking the hip hop.
The industry. Well, it's the industry. He has an R&B. He's
But
got
where do you get to stand on your own at? Where are you at?
used
After?
us.
Like, yeah, well, so what do you? So once they drop you from the label, then what do you got for yourself though? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta buy your masters back.
What if you?
There you go with that.
It's not.
That's a whole nother show.
Your master.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
That's another show.
That's
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Post Malone album,
Had me
that's all
fooled.
black.
Had me
That's
fooled.
black album.
Had me fooled.
Like a mug.
A nigga
That's
on drugs.
nigga
Excuse my
album.
French. A nigga on
Let
drugs.
me tell you that was a nigga album.
Yeah.
Now he dropped that, and he did exactly what a lot of these guys do.
He crossed straight over.
Crossed right on over to
Yeah,
where
you
he
can
really,
see the
what
transition.
he
More like
do.
R&B. It was more R&B than some slower
Hey,
stuff.
which one of them guys wouldn't get their nose done like Mike?
Man, I don't. Man,
Lord,
Which one is
I
it?
don't get it.
I
man.
don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't
just
either, man.
get it.
Hey, you gotta do what works for you.
But do it.
That's what worked for them.
Well, I can't use country and then go into rap.
It don't
because
work
if
for
I
you.
use
They're
country,
gonna blackball you from rap.
Exactly.
You'll never get in the
You'll
industry.
never get in
You'll
the
never get on
We don't
the
expect
stage.
you. You was a
No,
country boy.
you can't
You was a
come out
country
like
boy.
that.
Hey.
You gotta get Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's real talk.
You definitely will.
That's real talk,
You
bro.
definitely will.
That's
You
real
get,
talk.
you get blackballed from the niggas out of the industry. And they don't
the
even
same-
have a lane. We don't
the
even have a
same
lane.
niggas
Yeah.
that want to, they allow Guns N' Roses to come and sell out the Savage Center right now, or the Safest Arena.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
let
they
Run
gonna sell
DMC
out the.
come
They gonna sell out the Bush
Let Run
Stadium.
They will.
Let Run DMC come here.
They'll sell out the Helium Club.
Man, come on.
They'll sell out the Helium Club.
That was
I
something
don't
that
like us.
that tripped me out when
I
I was
don't
younger.
like us.
I worked at
sorry.
the old Bush Stadium.
I
They
tell
tore
my
down.
wife
They
that.
had they was
Wow.
all the way up in
Right,
the sky.
right.
I never
Yeah.
forget it. I got hired
don't
at
stand on that.
Bush Stadium, and when I went there my first night working, I was I like 20, 21? Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Sold out.
And guess where they had me working? Because I was new. All the way at the very top.
You ain't-
McCartney
And it
sold
wasn't
out.
a
See,
seat
empty.
And I never forget it because I didn't know how it ran.
See,
'cause
that's
I never
why I
worked there.
love white folks.
They get all the money
they
downstairs for
support
tips and all that.
themselves.
I was at the very top.
You
People
ain't
couldn't
getting
believe. No, I did.
You did?
People couldn't believe how much money. I had this big ass smile on pretty, but people couldn't believe how much money
Was upstairs.
that them people gave me for being up there. But I couldn't believe how, you got to remember, I'm older. I just turned 56 yesterday, so I'm older.
Okay.
So I went to the Checker Dome. I did the concerts at the old,
Say all that shit.
what you call that thing down there, Kill Center and all of
Yeah.
that. I'm going to concerts by myself at 9, 10 years old. We still was doing it, so I'm used to all that. Like he say, our concerts. I never in my life went to a concert at Bush Stadium because We was the ones that never went there. But to go
Well,
there and see them sell out like that was amazing.
Man,
I went to one, and I went to a couple of Busch stadiums. The one, now I'm telling my age, that's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going back to the 80s.
Okay.
When the what was it, the Budweiser
Superfest. I got
Stevie Wonder didn't come on stage till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't go to that.
He didn't come on until 3 o'clock in the morning.
For real?
Who was
And
that?
Everybody still stayed out there?
Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
It was
wow.
packed from the time it started. Was that
Like 9?
7? Oh no, bro. 7, 8 in the evening. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, our concert
Who
started
else?
at 7
It was
o'clock.
Quincy. Was it Quincy Jones there? It was. I have to look at what the lineup was, but it was all evening. We were there. Midnight came. Stevie came on at 3
it was
o'clock,
jam-packed
and he
out
didn't
there,
get done until 5:30. We were leaving the stadium, walking because we had been there all night. He was still on.
Stevie Wonder
He was
still
on stage from 3 to 5 o'clock.
Oh, man.
After 5.
That let you know, man, they got some work.
People stayed because
They want to see
because of the time,
Absolutely.
and because
I don't even-
it was live music.
Yeah.
And right now,
It was real
live,
Yeah.
these many years later, live ain't always so live
Say
It
they
ain't
always
live at
so
all.
live, huh?
because it appears to be live,
But it's not.
but there's always something playing under it to fatten it up. To what is that?
Distract.
Yeah, to keep it even. Live was live. You made a mistake on
made a
vocal.
mistake.
You made a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, you
gotta
mean like
own it.
backup music?
Yeah, backup music.
yeah,
Tracks are
yeah.
playing underneath things
Yeah.
to fatten it up
Yeah.
to strengthen. So this is where we are now. When I won't talk about many people, but y'all know these big people that are out there on these stages, and you got
They say you do
yeah,
it.
and whoa, and you got 25 dancers. Okay, y'all not singing and dancing that hard. No, you're not.
No.
Say can't be.
You can't.
I came from the theater,
Me
so
too.
we had to sing and dance.
Right.
You didn't get out of breath.
Yeah.
You had to sing and dance just
That's
as
what
much.
you-
So this your training.
choreography.
It's your stamina.
It's hard.
Say it again, OG. What you had to do.
It's
You
your
had to-
training.
And these artists today are not doing
And that's
that.
They're
what I
not
tell them all
trained.
day long.
That's why
I
they get
cannot
up
do
on-
that no
that's
more.
why
My
when you go
asthma
see
is
'em-
too bad.
Okay.
That's
They
why
be like,
when
you
go
gonna
see
dance?
them,
I'm
Gina,
like, I can't do that.
when
no
you go
more.
see them, them motherfuckers don't know their own song.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They ain't
They
trained.
don't practice.
know their own
Yeah,
song.
they ain't practicing. They only go in there and
They
drop the
think
song.
you're not
and-
supposed to practice. I said, do you know how many times we have to practice? Do you know how many times I practice just at school in the drama club?
I can believe that.
You know how many times I have to get out here
You
and
have to practice
practice?
and learn your own music that
And,
way
and
too.
then
Don't
dancing,
fake
you
it.
have to dance and move, and then you got to come back and act, and that stuff is hard. And they think they can just get out there and do it, and they have to tell you to say it because they out of breath, because they don't got no breath. It's not so much that they don't even know it. Some of them don't know it.
No, they don't.
But they just.
I'm telling you.
But I'm saying-
you can write your
but they-
own music and literally don't
Yeah,
even know
I
it
know that.
if you don't sit there and
A
and
lot of
learn
them
it.
still know their material because if they're writing it, they know it. And that's the big deal now is writing it.
Yeah,
So
most
if they're
definitely.
writing it, but if you're not writing it, that's a different story. But if you're writing it, you know what you're doing. But the thing is, again, live ain't so live.
Say live, it ain't look.
I'm
it
a
ain't
live
that-
performer.
that's
I mean,
right.
I got to have it live.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love it.
Real people
I'm still that guy.
So
you
I
don't-
want to see
So
the
you don't want you playing in your. You don't want that song playing in your ear.
Well, yeah, that's when that plays in your ear. That's to keep you on key,
That's keep you up and
and
say
then
ear.
also you can hear
'Cause the
around
noise
because
around you.
There's
You're
so much
hearing
around
everybody
you.
else.
So that's to hear,
Yeah.
what the key you're in and the music that's playing.
All right.
Now, for those who are younger who are auto tuning and that stuff,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's another ball game. That's studio. That's another story. That's another show.
Yeah.
So.
You can't sing, you just can't sing.
Live is
Right.
live, and it's like a lot of these singers now, live is live, and like for people who I know who are in the business, they would inbox me in Messenger and say, "But Chuck Flowers, keep it live, man. Keep doing live music because with AI too right now,
Yeah.
The game is.
They can
that's a
The
whole
game
nother
is
ball game because
wild.
and then it sounds so good, you like."
Yeah, that's too good.
Yeah, Chuck
I
around
can't.
this
I can't
motherfucker.
talk about it too
I
bad
know, I
because
sound that good around
because it
this
sounds so good and it's so
Exactly.
perfect.
One take.
Yeah.
And it's so, but if that song sells, who gets the money? And stop. Then if it comes to live, who's gonna sing it live?
Nobody.
Robot band.
The AI.
And it's
The robot
sucks.
band.
Ain't
The
no
one they
chance.
press.
Holograms.
Hey,
Holograms.
Yeah, live,
absolutely.
Look,
Because
got
they
a
don't sing it
couple
live.
artists
It ain't
out.
live music.
They got a couple of artists out.
You'd have a cover
now.
band. You'd have a
They
cover
are
band. A
AI
human
artists.
band.
And
Yes.
they got the top.
Yes.
They got the top song
Hold on.
Yes.
the Billboard.
Yeah, hold on.
Because actually it was in the news. It was a $20 million lawsuit. This guy, I forgot where he's from, but yeah, basically created a fake AI band.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it could be a fake AI band. You know, not a real band, basically, right?
Yeah.
He made a band,
Yeah.
and then he created bots to play the songs.
Yeah.
No way.
So, and there, I mean, I don't know. And he got
But
in
if that's
trouble
his
for it.
creation, then that's his creation.
But-
If he say it's
Yeah,
fake,
that's
If you
It's a gray
created,
area.
you created, but you didn't write nothing. You,
so he using other people's songs?
No,
No.
It was a computer AI
They
song.
write-
I mean,
they
I don't
write
know.
for you.
this could be long. There's a
I didn't
guy.
know the whole story. I
There's
gotta look
it's
it
a
up.
long story. There's a guy who is advertising this thing. He was writing a song. He got stuck in the song. So there's a program that he dumped all of what he had. All I got was the hook. I didn't have the verse. I had this. He dumped it, and the whole song came out like that. But you ain't creating none, bro.
Okay,
So
so that ain't
You
his
put
song.
it's his song,
But, he
but
only
you've
got
been
like-
helped.
He only got
Yeah.
like 8 bars in the hook. He was scrambling.
There.
He, went on
He was
Chat
scrambling.
GPT
So he threw it in, and it came out like
So as real
perfect.
artists, we
They
know
the ghostwriters, basically.
as real artists, we know if you're a real artist,
I can
you know.
tell. Yeah, I can hear and
if
tell.
You if you got writer's block, you just gonna have to go
But
in
if you-
until some come
Absolutely.
through.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
finna go get no
But
help.
I'm
Until
just saying,
something
you do
comes
AI,
through.
do they accidentally use the same thing sometimes?
Why
So,
wouldn't they? They ain't smart.
Actually,
That's a
You the
computer.
same thing like what?
like you said, AI. Even though I put in there what I want and what I had, and then it came up with me. Do it mess up and
No,
put
don't
some
mess
of
up.
your stuff in
It
with
comes-
somebody else's?
It comes
Or-
right
or-
on. It comes out like you just wrote your whole song.
No, but I'm saying
Oh.
like if he write me a song
Uh-huh.
and then he go and put his and now he write him a song and he write you a song, would they ever mix intertwine?
I don't know about
still?
that.
They wouldn't be exactly
No.
because the AI adapts to the user.
Absolutely.
So like, yeah, it'll give me hints and stuff that I would think of.
And there are mistakes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
consonants
Right.
and
My
vowels.
AI says
Right.
say
It's just
less.
The words are not pronounced. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, a lot of stuff is artificial.
So I feel like they're gonna
I ain't
take
with
what you
that, but-
give them in times and just stretch it out. They're just gonna pull it out like Lil Wayne can pull a hook out of his
I just want to see if they was gonna have people sampling off each other's songs. That's basically.
It's
what I'm
already
saying.
going on.
Yeah, they're not
I mean,
really
there's only
sampling.
so many.
They're not sampling much with the AI. It's the
Right.
whole song.
Okay.
Right.
And it comes out, and I've heard something that's so nice. I'm like, you want to take the arrangement because it's just
And
that
it's
good.
hard. And it's like the day the music died. There's only so many
Yeah.
chords and so much you can do. The
Yep.
music will eventually die.
away.
I mean, you have to basically recycle it.
There's a girl on Tamron Hall's show who did the same thing, created an artist, got the song, and she's making money. And
I
people,
can do this in
but
real
people
life.
are clapping in the audience. I'm like, well, you're clapping because she didn't do anything. She did, but she didn't. She did create it, got that, but it's not a real person.
She didn't have to sit down there and scratch that head.
She did not. No, she didn't sweat. Come on, that's it. So, and then they asked her as she got done, say, well, what are you gonna do if you do live? She said, well, a hologram. You are not gonna give me no fake hologram up singing. That's the video thing, like the real part, like they did the Whitney Houston hologram and the Michael
But you know
Jackson.
what,
hologram.
OG, you got
It's
some
not
dummies.
them.
You got some dummies out
It's
there
a
that's gonna pay
Go
for
for
that.
it. Absolutely.
You got dummies out there
But
actually
see,
gonna pay
as
for
Yeah.
people that's artists,
Yeah.
as people that's
course.
in the
It's still a
theater
visual.
and all
I
of that,
mean,
they don't like
But it's
that.
not that
No, but that's
person.
no, it's
I
bad because
agree.
it's going to take
Whitney
the place
Houston's
of
gone.
artists.
You can't do
Songwriters
it.
itself.
A person
Michael
who got a
Jackson's
business,
gone. They did a hologram. Then people,
Exactly.
but people go see it.
Yeah.
But it also
I
is
can't
taken
get it.
away because
I didn't wanna see
I
it.
can
I
go
can't
pay
get it.
somebody to shoot me a commercial, an AI commercial for dirtball cheap instead of go paying for real actors and everything
Yeah.
to come in. So it's going to take the place of a lot of things.
Well, that's
It
taking
is.
the place of everything now.
Yeah. No, it
Computers.
ain't gonna take the place of
That's
it.
taking the place of a
That's
lot
why.
of stuff
That's
now.
why.
No, well, you ain't gonna live forever. That
I
AI
don't give a
is.
damn.
It's
Ah.
limited on
And,
that.
and even
And when you leave, they gonna be AI on you.
Yeah, they probably
I'm
out
just
Yeah,
there.
that's
saying,
Tony
that's
Tower.
what-
They call it
AI is
that
going to
long.
go over into grocery stores.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going into
It's everywhere.
retail.
They got those robots that walk
It's
around and
everywhere.
take inventory at Schnucks. They do that.
Yeah.
Just like now, it tripped me out. This just started happening recently when I pulled up to try to order me a burger, and I was like, "What the heck?" They pull up. I'm like, what happened to the people asking me what I
Well,
want?
you order your own food now, of course. So they got rid of that. I mean,
And they be like,
they go to Steak and Shake. Nobody takes your order. You go inside. You got the kiosk.
Yeah,
you punch this,
you got to
you
do
punch
your
that.
own
And
stuff.
then they call you when they're ready.
And then they give you an apron. And they tell you to go back there and cook it.
We done
Not
made
yet.
people lazy.
Not yet. That's about a year.
Technology.
Taking jobs.
We done made people lazy and taking jobs, OG, like you said.
Grocery store I went to, they got one checker and 5 self-checks.
I like the self-checkout.
One, but
why? Because if
Well,
you
if I don't have a lot of
boy,
items.
they yanking like a motherfucker in them self-checkout.
Yeah, they
People
is.
will tell you,
Walmart got it.
People will tell you,
Walmart
I'm
got
not
it
gonna pay
bad.
for this. I'm just gonna walk out.
Yeah.
Straight up, I done did it, so I know.
Jail. Don't tell us you on the camera done did
I
it.
done did it.
Don't
So I know. I'm talking about you ain't got nobody looking at you. I scan a few items. I put that mother-
Hey, Snooks don't play that though.
Oh no, they don't.
Snooks don't play
Boy, I
that.
done did them a couple times.
A lot of them don't play that. They
Snooks.
catches them.
They put that shit
Talk
back in
to a
there.
person that do
Well,
security.
they got the scales on them,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
they can
Snooks don't
see
play
if
that.
you.
And if I own my stove, bump that self. Hey, we going back old time.
Yeah.
I need y'all niggas to pay attention to this.
I need you
check
to
everybody
111
out.
scan.
We gonna have 10 line of people checking out people like back in
But
the
you
day.
know what?
Back to the music.
That's not gonna happen.
All right then.
Okay, so yeah, finish telling us all about y'all and what y'all got going on. Any shows or whatever.
I have shows coming up. Well, one in particular. Sorry, bro.
Nah, I ain't got no shows coming up. Take your ass.
I'm
gonna try to get on yours.
I had I'm always producing my own shows and doing live music. So I was gonna do a show called Take Two, but we had to cancel. The weather has been not so friendly, and people getting places and stuff, so that's a little hard. So the next show that I'm doing is called Love and Happiness, as you see there, which is me and a girl named Chuck Flowers and a girl named Candace Hogue. We're doing this show called Love and Happiness, and it's written by a guy named Rick O'Neill, who was a doctor, and this was a love story between him and his wife, how they met and how they courted and how they went to dinner and how they. So all the songs are about their love and the 35 years of marriage. We're doing this in memoriam because he passed away in the middle of it. He was going to be playing guitar, so his untimely passing. But we're going to still do this show to honor him at the Blue Strawberry on the 13th of February. Blue Strawberry is on Boyle. Y'all know about this? You just took the word. Blue Strawberry has been there on Boyle for almost 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Oh yeah, man.
That's near IKEA.
It's been there. Yeah.
It's on that side.
But you're further up, like you know where Boyle and Lindell and Forest Park is. There's a gas station on the corner. Yeah. Y'all know Lindell, the Lindell Schnooks? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're in that area on Lindell and Boyle. Blue Strawberry's been there for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very popular place.
Next door to the Blue Waffle.
Blue Waffle? You lost me again. I don't know. Never heard
Oh,
of
no,
it.
you don't want to go to that one.
You don't want to go that way.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Swag K?
So, that's the only one you got going on right now?
Yes, I have that one. That's the biggest one I'm doing. The others are coming up later in the year. I do a birthday show every year in July, around the 20th or so, and that's at a place called Power Creative, which is on the south side near Kings Highway in Arsenal. That's on a street called Oak Hill. Very nice place. So I'm there. I'm usually at the Blues Museum sometime. I'm also at Joe's Cafe, which is in the West End. So, I've been doing this for a little minute. I'm in a movie coming up called Down the Long River. So I'm acting and
there you
I was
go.
inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
Oh,
that was in September.
A couple small things. Right?
Yeah.
That was September, and that was quite interesting. I was in the room with Whitney Houston's people came. She was inducted. Her and Sissy Houston. Her brother. They were inducted posthumously. So Sissy Houston, Whitney Houston, the Clark sisters were there. Vicki Winans. You get the gospel people that were there. So I was there. And
My auntie, baby. My auntie.
yes.
My auntie.
Yes.
Ruth Nichols.
Ruth Latchison Nichols. Y'all are the Latchison family. So I'm from that church and those people and that thing. So
Christ suddenly.
yes, yeah, there you go. So that's my
Sam
journey.
Nichols, that's my mama brother.
That's
my
my.
mama was from there too, but she passed
Okay.
in 16.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I
yeah.
know you.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
I
Most
know
definitely.
you.
Yeah.
I was baptized by God.
Ah, come on now.
And my
Yeah.
kids.
Tell him now.
So you know
I
the history.
know you, boo.
Because you know the history for
I
real,
know
right?
the history. I'm there.
You
My
didn't,
Right.
see,
people
you
do
didn't see those bushes rustling outside of your window?
No, we just from the same churches and all of that. My family is.
She's buried
my
there, though.
family
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
musicians. My
Yeah.
mom, my grandmother, my uncles, all them sung gospel, got breakfast and all that. My aunt was cold. I'm telling you, Ruth sung
She
all over
was.
the world,
She
baby.
did. Yeah. I
Yes.
love Ruth Ann. And
They had her-
I miss
yeah,
I miss
I
talking to
love-
her
yes.
now. But yeah, I'm from that whole thing. I started in
Yeah.
gospel music, went into jazz music, and went into secular music. I didn't want to be just a gospel artist, so I went into music and theater.
So did you have that problem
and
with your family? Did your mom and daddy, did they want you to stay just singing?
Nope. They want me to do what I wanted
You
to
didn't want
do.
to do it all?
I wasn't boxed in.
Okay,
Whereas other
okay.
families, you know,
Yeah, a lot of people
Mother
play-
Lola
yeah.
wasn't gonna have that with her kids now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my mother said, I'm gonna let my kids be free, and they know the foundation.
the greatest
But I'm
thing
gonna
ever.
let them love music and be able to experience everything, so they'll find out what they like and what they want to get into. So that's my journey.
Hey, I think, you know what,
Yeah.
parents play a big, because you know what, my mom and my mom,
Yeah, they either do or they don't.
man, I'm talking about my mama, I had them like 7, 8 years old. I was able to listen to Two Live Crew and shit like that.
Yeah.
One too many parents who letting their kids listen to that. And I always told my mama, I would never use this type of language towards you and blah, but the music was just so, at 7, 8, hey, we want some push. Oh, man, I was cold.
She didn't like that
Oh,
too much.
Man, she didn't like it, but she allowed me to be, and that's why I am the music man that I am now, man. Real talk.
So how-
Because your mom and dad can stunt your growth as far as we won't allow you to listen to that. We won't allow you to listen
Yeah.
to that. If I wouldn't be able to listen to NWA and all that shit, man, ain't no telling where my life would have been at.
You would be
Straight
less.
up.
You'd be less potty mouth.
Man, and I
He don't
only
curse
could be-
around his mother
I don't.
ever.
Never.
He don't smoke around his
How
mother.
did you get into your musical journey?
Yes.
Were your parents into music, or how did you come?
I don't believe. Well, I know my mom could sing. I wasn't raised with my mom, so
Okay.
But you know,
Still the talent come from.
yeah. Over
The
the
DNA.
course of time, I learned about her or whatever. So yeah, she was a hell of a singer. But I just discovered I knew how to rap when one day we was young and dumb.
Young and dumb.
You know how to-
I've been there.
story.
So you know how the house parties is when you go to the different sets in the neighborhood and shit like that, man. Me and my cousin, we was opposite representatives. So I ended up, make a long story short, I went to a party in the basement. And there was the Targets
Those
on
are
the
the
other
best kind.
side. But it was so love. Let me tell you, it was love though, bro.
Okay.
So look, they already in the corner beating on the washer and dryer, doing their thing, right? So I go over there. So I got on the color that they don't like. And they, you hear me? So I go over there though. We in the house party. We kids, right? So they rapping and it's like, so now they laying on me. It's my turn. I got on all blue and yellow. Like, damn it, my cousin like, come on, cuz, come on.
You're
So
up.
I'm up. So
No
I
pressure.
I started rapping. And these guys went from mugging to like, hey, little bro, hey, you cool. Hey, like, keep
Bloody
going.
Crip ain't had
I
nothing to do
swear
with
they
it no
had
more.
nothing to do with it
Ain't
no
had nothing
more.
to do with it no more.
And they was like,
Wow.
hey, yeah, that's tight, man. We like that.
Most definitely.
So I ended up going to the big house for a little time. I had to go straighten up myself, my life.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So I started writing. And you know what I'm saying? I came up. That's how my grandma used to, make me do. I used to, if I get in trouble at school, I used to have to write the freaking word 1,000 times. So,
The teacher made you do it. She
Like
got
Bart
school
Bart
right on-
Simpson.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the teacher make you do on the blackboard?
10
Right,
times.
I would pay attention
Yeah,
100
yeah,
times.
100 times,
Ah, yes, indeed.
So I was just telling my wife the other night, like, I think that's my great grandmother really prepped me for writing. You feel me? I'm saying I'm big on writing. You dig? So that's how
That's really good.
I write my life through my music. You know what I'm saying? So I was in federal prison. To be honest with y'all, that's you ain't got nothing but time.
But
So,
time,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
most definitely.
You gonna figure something out to do, and that's what I figured out to do, and that's it went
I
from
tell it, this goes for OG Chuck Hurts.
Yeah.
You write music, right?
I'm starting to write more now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
If
I know you.
music, right, I only say it because, man, it keeps the brain.
Oh yeah, the hamster on my brain, the hamster on that wheel.
Your
Always
body can
going.
be look like tough. You can be tough in the gut. All this can be big and buff. All
Yeah.
but without this,
Without no tip, yeah, absolutely.
you ain't got
You
nothing.
don't know how to use it. You don't know how to
It's
use
right
it
here.
properly.
That's why I love writing.
That's why-
'Cause it
yeah.
keep the brain crisp.
Yeah.
The brain
It's
is
my
what,
data
The
bank.
brain is what control all of
Come on,
this.
absolutely. Yeah.
That's all you need to worry about is that, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Shit,
Right.
don't
Yeah.
like it.
So I know you sing, Chuck. What else do you do? Any other instruments do you play, or what else?
No,
do
I'm a
you...
singer, man. I'm a singer and
That's what it
entertainer.
is.
Actor.
I love an actor
Actor,
as
right?
well.
Yeah.
So I'm into just really good songs, and which is what I'm trying to do is create a 6-song EP. Because right now nobody's really buying 10-song stuff.
Yeah.
Do you about 6 songs, release them slowly, do a 4. Even Al Green, as old as Al Green, is an old veteran. He has an EP out. He's never done an EP. Yeah. If you do 10 songs, not all of them gonna hit. Somebody's gonna forget about them.
Yeah.
Nobody's,
Yeah.
and it's best to do it that way in these days because people are not buying music as they used to. I come from the album buying era, album and CDs, all that's gone. They're back to vinyl now though.
Yeah.
But you know, we were music lovers where we read the credits to see who wrote something. They don't care about who wrote nothing.
They ain't
It's
writing.
important, yeah, but then you have to have interest in who's writing.
Yeah.
And don't just the song sounds good to me. I don't care who put nothing down. I just like the song. But somebody put their hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears in that song for you to like,
Most definitely.
and they get paid for the rest of their life. Good writers, or what's the girl's name? Mariah Carey is a great writer. Mariah Carey will live off of stuff she's written if she can just go and sit down. She can sit down and do nothing. She can sit down and do nothing right now. Because what's the song at Christmas? All I Want for Christmas? She get paid that at Christmas
And they
time.
make sure they play it every time.
They make sure she performs.
Or the one, what's that?
Yeah.
She do a tour.
Ain't it one with Boys
Just
to
for
Men?
that.
Ain't it one with Boys to Men? Or is that the same one?
That's another song.
Yeah.
No, the one.
Yeah, this one is totally hers. But she
Yeah,
gets
MC
paid
did.
so well at Christmas time.
Yeah.
I mean, through the year as well.
Alone.
But she makes
She
thousands
said-
of dollars
she said
at Christmas
herself,
time.
I'm the Christmas queen. When Christmas time come around,
Yeah.
that's the reason why she said it. I don't even have to really do
She
nothing
writes.
no more because this is what I get paid off this.
She's like Spirit Halloween.
Man, she like whatever. Hey, she like whatever, big. MC that deal, big.
Yeah.
You go home and turn on my goddamn playlist, you gonna see MC all through that mud.
Yeah, she
no
the deal.
faking, she all through it.
Yeah,
I'm
she like
sorry,
that.
big.
She-
No faking.
MC, that
Mary
is-
J. Blige is a writer.
Yeah.
You know, whether she's a Stone singer or not, she has written her music.
Yeah.
She writes and she makes money off of what she has written. And that's the big deal, is what you wrote. You will always make money on what you wrote.
Yeah.
I wonder what the one this could have been if Lauryn Hill would have been on
Lauren
her.
Hill is a hell of a
She's a hell of a writer,
Her
too.
first album
And
is
Erica
up.
Badu as
Man, I'm
well.
gonna tell you right, her
That's
first,
another one.
Man, Lauryn Hill
Jill
first
Scott's a
album-
writer.
Jill
Absolutely, I
Scott,
love her. Right.
Lauren, I used to love her
I love
too.
all
She
of
just got
them. But
nothing.
Lauryn Hill first album,
Lauryn
ain't
Hill is the
nobody
girl.
first
No.
album coming
She's
nowhere near that girl album.
I don't know now.
I'm talking
Let's-
about song for song.
What about Janet and
Oh, Janet still did. And Janet was a writer.
Man, she can't touch no
See?
Lauryn first album.
You don't think so?
Man, not that first album.
Janet.
No,
Janet.
no,
I'm
no,
going home.
no, wait,
I'm
wait,
going home
wait,
to turn
wait,
it on
wait,
first
wait,
album.
wait, wait.
First album.
You talk about when
I'm
she
saying
swear,
straight first album. I'm
right,
gonna start
right.
with the first
By
album.
But Lauren,
Lauren ain't do nothing else after that album.
but she didn't follow up with nothing.
Right,
She got all
right.
that
She got
stuff.
her
Other
yeah.
people were,
What up?
but it's your
Is
consistency.
this the X Factor or is this Erica
It's your
Badu we talking about?
consistency.
Who got the X Factor? Who's the album the X Factor? Is that Lauryn Hill or is this Erica Badu?
No, that's
I'm forgetting.
is that Erica's? Hers was misunderstood or something.
Yeah, that,
Okay, so she only got one album.
Miseducation.
Miseducation is Lauryn Hill.
Miseducation
That's
of Lauren. That's Lauren.
Okay, that's
all.
Lauren.
That album right there,
Yeah.
I mean, every song is a banger.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie. I
If you
still
know
got that
music-
CD and be popular.
If you know music and
I
you
had it in
heard
my
that
car and
album,
scratched it. I had to take it out.
every song, and I'm not even
CDs
on
in the
R&B
cars.
big, but
I loved
every
it.
song is a
I love
banger.
it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a single off every song. Big.
Yeah, she
Wow.
did well with that album.
I got to go check it
I'm
out. That's how you know.
still-
Oh
I'm
man,
playing.
you could have been had that,
Miseducation of
man.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
B, listen to me. When you listen, you're going to be like, that motherfucker was not lying. Every song.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Whoever produced it, I know she wrote it.
Yeah.
Man, she put her life, and I feel like that's
She
the
put
reason
all
why
her
she
life
could.
in it.
That's
She
the reason
couldn't
why
go
she can't-
forward?
She couldn't go forward. She put
Everything.
everything into that album.
Wow, I got to
and
go
to this
ahead.
day.
But life went on,
It's
so
gonna-
she
yeah.
could have added something
Yeah.
else. But yeah.
That's why I said I would have loved to
all the
see
way
her
down
grown
to
with
telling
on
her to
her
have
right frame of
abortion.
mind. All that. I would have
Yeah.
loved to see how she would have turned out, bitch.
Jill Scott is a great writer as well. That's
Most
another
definitely,
one.
most
That's
definitely.
another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people found the key is writing your stuff
I haven't
and
broke
owning your publishing.
Yeah.
Publishing, that's the big deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
So
you
you
say
get paid.
when you say owning your publishing, does that mean like who's promoting your songs and whatever? How does that work?
Publishing, I have to get a little more into that, but it's when you own it yourself.
Oh, okay,
Even
well, I own all
There's
Yeah, you own
different
it.
aspects. There's different
aspects
aspects.
of publishing.
Different aspects to the song. You have the beat. Who owns the beat?
Yeah.
Who owns the lyrics? Who owns the vocals? I mean,
Oh yeah, I got a catalog for them, man.
Yeah,
I got a
you
few
know
of them. I know how to draw. And I got
I
them.
tell people it's a million ways to
so
get paid.
so what you do?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So the easiest way to register it, publish it, is to have register a whole collection.
Yeah.
So I do. If you want to do 10 songs or whatever, all these 10 songs are this one collection. Otherwise, unless you're doing singles, you have to register them all individually.
And
So
a
that's
lot
the
That'd be a lot of
bonus
work.
of doing an EP or an album. It's easier, I guess you could say,
definitely.
unless you want to do singles. If you're gonna do singles less often, so I mean, of course, that's a
Singles can
preference.
go a longer way now because people
They're
are
not paying attention to that.
they're not paying attention to
Right,
a lot of
right.
stuff. But the singles
Just
can
gotta
ride.
register
I know somebody
separately,
put stuff out like through the year. Singles every 3 months, another single every 3 months, pop one out. So it depends on where you're going to put it. If you're going to print it and sell it like at your gig or something, that's another story. But now everybody's so digital,
So you gotta go spend extra money.
Everything-
Print it all that.
right? But then,
You don't know
and
what
then
you're doing.
CD players are not in cars anymore. So
Sure ain't.
unless they're
You
older,
gotta know what you're doing.
yeah.
You
So
Mine is
gotta
17.
come up with.
You gotta come up with a way.
mine still has it's
everything
2015.
yourself.
So yeah, it all depends. It all depends.
But see, once you stream it, though, I mean, YouTube, if you just throw it on YouTube, you know what I mean? So everybody got on YouTube.
YouTube is a stream, true enough. I'm not so satisfied with Spotify though.
No, I'm not satisfied
I'm
with
gonna tell
them
you
either.
right now, as an artist, and I'm
I'll
talking
show
to
you
every
right
artist
now.
in the world.
Anything
if
beats a
you're
blank,
not
though.
on- if you worried about streaming numbers,
You want to buy in?
you might as well just get out the game, baby.
'Cause you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
enough
yeah,
money.
yeah. I was just finna
'Cause
say
they
that.
If you're
take
not
like,
in the love,
Yeah.
if you're not in this for the love
Of the music, you gonna
The
fall
love of the
short.
music. Come on.
in today's time,
Yes.
Fall short.
man,
Yeah.
leave it alone. Be
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Here's what it says right
Man,
here.
that shit is not. I don't want to see that 0.31%.
Yeah, look.
Man, I don't want
That
to
Hold
shit
on, hold on,
sad.
hold on,
But
hold
that,
on,
hey,
hold
that's
on.
real though.
It
That's
shows
real.
Me and my
which
wife
is-
was just talking about
But
that.
I think he just sold Tidal though, didn't he? Jay-Z, I think wasn't that
I
his
think he
program?
did. I'm not sure.
What I'm saying, you gotta get a
So
billion
many.
streams just to see a little bit of money.
So the best way to best paying would be Tidal right now.
But that's only that's
You hear
But
what-
not
you
a lot
see
of
they say-
people have
They
that.
say 0.01%.
No, look at YouTube
It's not
though.
even a full cent.
002 on YouTube. So YouTube's the worst one.
It's not even a full cent.
damn, I'm
But
sorry.
those are the top 5 right there. So you can kind of
Like
see
you
what
said, if
Google.
you ain't got no money, that's the
If you
way.
ain't got no yeah, yeah. If
That's
you ain't
why
doing
I
it for the
said,
love,
Who has
You
Tidal?
worried about streaming?
Who has Tidal? Raise their hand.
nobody, cause you probably got to buy
I
into
got
that
Tidal.
shit.
I ain't bought it. It's what you talking about as far as.
I don't know. I don't have Tidal.
No, I don't have.
I got an Apple phone and
own
I ain't
Tidal.
on Apple Music. You understand?
I'm
on,
on
I ain't
Tidal.
even
I'm on all of it.
because I figured the payout of it ain't shit. Like
Well,
like
Apple Music is the best one. Basically, a penny per stream.
Right, but look
Zero
how
one. That's
embarrassing
one
that is.
full penny.
One-
Not a half a penny.
He said that's one full penny.
one
One
full
full penny.
Look,
penny.
ooh,
with-
That's
wait.
what make pennies.
Right.
That's one full penny.
You
It's a
never heard of
awesome-
starving
You
artists,
just said
sir?
it. They
Starving
don't
artists.
even-
I'm hungry.
Look, if you needed that 1 penny,
They
you
only
couldn't
you
even
get it. They
Right.
don't make it
Never
no more.
available
You
to
gotta
you.
get
I'd rather
5.
You
in
got
order-
to have an
penny.
X amount
You
of
gotta
dollars.
get 5 in order to get paid.
Five,
So if
yeah.
you got
You
4,
got a
you
better
ain't gonna even
chance.
get your
Look,
money.
You got a better
Right.
chance to send it to gas
You
station.
got a better chance of putting some stuff on the CD and going out on the streets. And
Yeah,
selling
sell
it,
like
making
Pastor P did.
Like a mother.
That's the game right
He
now.
said
If you don't
CD.
do it like P did it, you ain't gonna get you no paper and cut. I'm talking about having it on your own way. You dig? And he giving the game away free right now.
And no, that's why he told people I put money in product because
Absolutely. Product don't talk back.
It don't talk
He said,
back.
I want to be in, he want to be into it with catalog. That was deep there.
Exactly.
That was deep. That was powerful,
Yeah.
man. That was
And-
powerful.
Man, who?
And this is why.
If you're an artist and you worried about that right there, your life is gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
as
absolutely.
an artist, because you sit up and worried about people listen to your music. Man, I want to girl, man. Just love music, do you?
Yeah.
Have fun with it. God may bless
and
you.
keep faith.
That's all I
That's
can
it.
say.
Yeah.
Simple as that, dude.
Yep.
All right.
So
Well,
tell
there
us
you go.
about your event one more time. How much it costs? Where it's
Yeah.
at.
Tickets are $30 and up to $45. The portion of the proceeds will go to Dr. Rick O'Neill's foundation, who passed away. He has family and kids and stuff. So we're involved with that. In the band is Timothy T.C. Chandler on keys. Vince Clark is on bass. Oh, I'm going to lose it. Chuck Smotherman, Smother's son, is on drums, and a new guy is on guitar. We had to replace Rick, who passed away. So it's at the Blue Strawberry, February 13th, 7:30 show. We have about a 90-minute show for you, and just the music, and it's nice to start off Valentine's weekend, so it'll honor him and his family.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Oh, y'all catch me on Instagram, Chuck Flowers. You can catch me on Facebook, Chuck Flowers.
Okay.
Instagram is Chucky Sings 2, CHUCKY, Sings and a 2. My website, www.chuckflowers.net. You can find me there. So I've been here. Y'all can find me.
I've been here.
And I'm working on getting music out this year.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Well, y'all can catch me, Cash.
Who are you?
I'm Cash. I'm Cash Madison on all platforms, whether it's YouTube,
Okay.
you know, all of that. SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, all of that, you know.
Okay.
So, yeah, y'all can check me out on that.
Y'all know each other already?
No.
No, sir.
No.
So y'all didn't know both of y'all was from West Side. Yeah.
No.
West Side boys that came in today, huh?
But one thing about it, that's a generation that came.
Yeah,
you know
most
what I
definitely.
mean?
Yeah, most definitely. That's why I'm saying, oh, that's what's up, man.
It was absolutely a pleasure to meet you, though, sir.
Yes, same here.
I can say yeah, cause
Most
Yes,
he
indeed.
sit here
I
like
see
he
a
ain't,
collab
he sit
coming,
here like
son.
he ain't nothing. This a
Yeah.
whole legend.
No, he most definitely.
Everybody know this a
Yeah,
whole
this guy
legend
Chuck,
right
man.
here,
Yeah,
baby.
he does.
This
He
a whole legend
definitely.
right here.
I appreciate
that-
that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just to say, I don't like nosy people.
Chuck sit up here, like, yeah, and I did. I'm like, this a whole
I'm with
legend.
that. I'm with him with that. I don't like nosy
A
people.
whole
You know.
legend.
Real talk.
Good music, man. Keep doing good music.
Definitely get your flowers, man, for sure. In real life. Man, we're going to jam out another track here. We got Gloves Off coming up next. And No Doubt.
Yes, sir.
No Doubt.
No Doubt ain't no full song, but it's I like it, though. Y'all can
Hey, it is.
Check it out.
No doubt.
You got another track
She a
for
little
us?
free, no doubt. You niggas weak, no clout. When I move, my neighborhood rolling. 60 deep when we out. See, with me, you get way more than benefits. Falling over the blow, found out here, joke to each his own. Do Benedict. Teach you how to move, no more tennis shoes, couple tennis chains out of Tiffany. Just watch what you say when you mention me. They gon' go to the grave defending me. Do requests with a wave memory. I'm all over her page, energy. They mad over nothing, hatred. 2023 AMG Patriots. G19 with the laser matrix. Jewelry on in the hood full of robbers. Back of my mind, I damn the robbers.
My friend made me this shirt.
Mazda? Once you discover the Mazda CX-5,
My city, my music.
There you go, Tricia.
I'm still doing QR code now. When I got my website, my website is new. I didn't have a website before this. The QR code is it now, man. Cards, I give cards out. I do kind of 50-50, but the QR code, everybody got their phone, bam, they do it like that, they gone. Consider that a QR code.
I lurk they pages and LOL shit they lying about. No sympathy for these suckers and shit they cry about. I pay accountants to double check what's been wired out. Jogging in place around success, I could retire now. Under 40 at the 40, arranging it now. Clown on my pictures, still lending the bitches that I ain't heard from in years. But shit, them still my bitches though. Still give quarters to old heads at the corner store. And big ups to hustlers overseeing corners, bro. I came a long way, changed for the better now. Ain't no more hungry, kids get whatever now. My ex so lonely, she been at that now a while. She isn't home, just know that I ain't hurting again. You ain't a boss till you're no longer answering calls. Knock on doors abroad that no longer answer withdrawals. Stunner Mode was a classic, Whoa was even better. Shout out to MA and Butter, ones that helped me get better. Huge crib, take a tour, we just walking through doors. Kids love they made, no longer scratching off chores. Carnivore skin on these new Louis I'm in. Jump out and rental with the plug, you know Louis my friend. Taught me everything about having a source. Told me my loyalty and trust is how I keep it support. Still picture granny faces that they lost me in trial. All that money to them lawyers and they still lost a child. She used to pay my phone bill, ain't seen her bills in a while. She just sit back and smile, thanking God for a child. We used to struggle with the lights, still I met that advice. Thanks to God to Drake, now we on to the lights, just did.
I came a long way, changed for the better now.